So, what's more important now, acting or singing? Or is there something more important now for you?
I mean, right now, my focus is really on music, just because that's my new project, and we're working on a new record right now. But, I mean, honestly, they're so different and really equal in their own different ways. To me, I would say that the only one-up that music has on acting is the fact that it involves my sister, and we're just so close. And I'm never lonely or afraid, or if I feel, you know, like, I don't know, anxious or any of that, I can kind of lean on my sister during that time, you know, for our music. But yeah, I mean, you know, we have a production company right now that we're working a lot of stuff with, and that's kind of our new venture. But the music is kind of, that's always going to be my first love.
Now, with that coming out next year or this holiday season?
Coming out next year, yeah.
Okay. Is it going to be a new sound, or what we would?
I mean, we haven't put a record out since, gosh, I was 18, so I'm 22 now, so it's been a long time. I mean, it's definitely, the progression of our sound has changed in a huge way, because our first album was when we were babies, you know, 16 to 14, so obviously our taste has changed, but our soul songwriting and who we became as artists from the very start is always going to follow through with us. But it's a little bit more mellow, it's not as pop rock, it's really, I don't know how to describe it. It's very soulful. It's very, it's just very beautiful. It's got a lot of string and instrumentation, and I'm playing piano on the record as well as my sister. So it's going to be different. I think people are going to be really surprised, because it's just been so long. There's been this like time frame, like years, yeah. But it's worth it.
Now, there's a lot, like with acting and in music, a lot is being brought back from, like a lot of remakes of films or anything like that, and remakes of songs.
Yeah.
Would you want to cover anything in particular, or would you want to keep it?
I just kind of want to keep it on all originals. I mean, it's funny, I've done so many covers from the TV show when I was doing Hellcats, and so I mean, I have probably enough to do a full compilation album of remakes at this point. But I really love music that is, you know, just expressed properly in a way that's, you know, artistic, whether it's a remake or an original. But we kind of are staying in the original vein right now.
And then, since you've dealt with it, like now, like the Selena Gomez's and the Justin Biebers of the world are dealing with it now. What advice would you give them to make it to where you are now?
You know, I think it's all about really just doing it gracefully. I mean, for me, like, I look at it and I go, you know what, this is like a crazy world, and you can get caught up in it really fast. And honestly, if you just look at it as, you know what, I'm going to progress at a normal rate, and I'm not going to try to be older than I am. I'm not going to try to prove myself. Honestly, it's so worth it. Like, I never felt like I had to prove myself, but I think that I was just lucky because that's how I was raised, and I knew that if I all of a sudden push the envelope, people would be judging me automatically. And I feel like that's what's happened to some, you know, young stars, because they want to break out and they want to show, look, I'm older, look, I'm mature. So for me, it's all about just doing it gracefully. And honestly, that's a lot about having the right team around you and the right friends. Do
you think we'll ever see you dancing with the stars at all, or is that?
Probably not. I mean, I love dancing. I mean, I would love to do like a movie that involves dance, or you know, something in that vein, but probably not. Probably not on my alley.
Cool. Well, get in there, have some fun. Thank you for taking the time.
Yeah,
Really appreciate it. Continued success.
Thanks.